The universe is vast, the Earth is ancient, and human curiosity has always driven us to explore. Over centuries, scientists have uncovered discoveries that challenge our understanding of the world, from hidden structures deep beneath the ground to celestial anomalies far in space. There are mysteries that even the most brilliant minds cannot fully explain. Some of these findings rewrite history, some challenge physics, and some confront the limits of biology. Today, we will explore 17 of the most mysterious discoveries that continue to baffle scientists around the world. Each one raises questions that spark curiosity, fuel debate, and sometimes defy logic itself. What is most fascinating is that these discoveries are real, verified, and often documented through extensive research. They show that no matter how much knowledge humanity accumulates, the world is always capable of surprising us. Prepare to journey through the unknown as we uncover phenomena that remain unexplained, and in some cases, defy reason entirely. The WOW signal from space. In 1977, astronomers monitoring the universe at the Big Air Radio Observatory in Ohio recorded a signal that lasted for 72 seconds. The signal, now famously called the WOW signal, was so unusual that one of the researchers circled it on the printout and wrote "WOW" in the margin. It came from the constellation Sagittarius and was at a frequency that many thought could only be produced by intelligent life. Scientists have analyzed the signal extensively, but have never been able to reproduce it or determine its origin. It is not caused by known natural sources such as pulsars, quasars, or planets. Despite decades of research, the signal remains a profound mystery. Its significance lies not just in its unknown origin, but in the possibility that it could have been evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. While some skeptics argue it might have been caused by a satellite or interference, no definitive explanation has ever been confirmed. The WOW signal remains one of the most compelling puzzles in astronomy, reminding us that the universe is vast and full of phenomena that challenge our understanding. It is proof that even in modern times, nature can produce signals that evade explanation, leaving scientists to wonder what else might exist beyond the stars. The Taos hum. Residents of Taos, New Mexico, have been reporting a low-frequency hum that only some people can hear since the early 1990s. This phenomenon, now known as the Taos hum, has been investigated by geologists, acoustics experts, and even the U.S. government, yet no definitive source has been found. The hum is described as a steady, low-pitched rumble, sometimes vibrating through buildings and the ground. What is puzzling is that only a small percentage of people in the area can perceive it, and it is not always present. Scientists have tested natural and man-made sources, from underground faults to industrial equipment, but none consistently explain the phenomenon. The hum has caused stress, sleepless nights, and frustration among locals, who sometimes report headaches or anxiety when the sound is strongest. Some researchers speculate it could be linked to infrasound produced by the Earth itself, atmospheric conditions, or even neurological sensitivity in humans. Despite multiple investigations and recordings, the Taos hum remains unexplained. Its existence is a reminder that Earth is still full of subtle, mysterious processes, some of which directly interact with our perception and consciousness. The mystery of ooparts, out-of-place artifacts, commonly called ooparts, are objects discovered in geological or historical contexts that challenge conventional understanding of history. These artifacts often appear far older than what current human technology could have produced at the time. Examples include the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device that functioned as a sophisticated analog computer, and the London hammer, a hammer embedded in 400-million-year-old rock. Scientists study ooparts to understand ancient human ingenuity and the development of technology, yet some artifacts defy explanation entirely. The controversy comes from the dating of surrounding material versus the advanced craftsmanship of the objects. Some suggest lost civilizations, others propose unknown knowledge that predates accepted history. While some OO parts may eventually be explained through more precise analysis, many remain enigmatic. Their study challenges assumptions about human evolution, ancient engineering, and the timeline of technological advancement. OO parts are reminders that history is more complex than textbooks often describe. They force scientists to reconsider the boundaries of ancient capability, showing that there is still much about human history we do not fully understand. The Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript is a book of unknown origin, filled with strange symbols, diagrams of plants that do not exist, and mysterious astronomical drawings. Discovered in 1912 by book dealer Wilfrid Voynich, the manuscript has baffled cryptographers, linguists, and historians for over a century. Every attempt to decipher the text, whether by human scholars or modern computers, has failed. The manuscript contains over 200 pages, written in a language that does not match any known script or code. Scientists and historians have attempted to identify the plants, astronomical charts, and chemical diagrams, yet many remain unidentified or impossible to match with real-world references. Radiocarbon dating suggests the manuscript was created in the early 15th century, making it centuries old, yet its purpose remains completely unknown. Some theories propose it is a hoax, others suggest it may contain lost knowledge of medicine, alchemy, or even extraterrestrial influence. The Voynich manuscript is a reminder of the limits of human knowledge and the enduring allure of unsolved mysteries. Despite centuries of study, it continues to resist explanation, holding its secrets tightly within undeciphered words and unfamiliar imagery. The Tord Man. In 1954, a man arrived at Tokyo Airport carrying a passport from a country called Tord, which does not exist. According to airport officials, he was fully documented, and his papers appeared legitimate, including stamps from European countries. When questioned, he claimed to be from a country located between France and Spain, a region known to the world as Andorra. He spoke multiple languages fluently and seemed unaware that his country did not exist. Authorities detained him overnight, but the next morning he had mysteriously disappeared from a guarded hotel room, never to be found. Documents, luggage, and personal items vanished as well. The case is often cited as an example of unexplained phenomena or possible interdimensional travel. Investigators have debated whether it was a hoax, a misunderstanding, or something truly unexplainable. Despite decades of speculation, there is no definitive explanation. The Tord Man story captures the imagination because it challenges basic assumptions about reality, identity, and the limits of human experience. It forces us to consider that perhaps the universe is far stranger than conventional science can account for. The Greenland ice sheet anomalies. Deep within the Greenland ice sheet, satellites and radar have detected strange structures and unusual patterns buried under kilometers of ice. Some of these anomalies resemble circular depressions, straight lines, and geometric formations that do not match natural ice flow or known geological structures. Researchers initially assumed they were caused by melting patterns, volcanic activity, or ancient glacial movement. Yet some formations are too precise and regular to be explained by natural processes alone. Scientists continue to study radar data and ice cores to determine whether these anomalies are geological, extraterrestrial in origin, or evidence of unknown phenomena. The mystery highlights how even well-studied environments like Greenland can harbor secrets hidden beneath seemingly uniform ice. With climate change accelerating ice melt, more anomalies are likely to be revealed, potentially giving scientists new puzzles that challenge understanding of Earth's natural processes. The Greenland ice sheet is not only a record of climate history, but also a potential archive of mysteries that humanity has yet to fully comprehend. The sailing stones of Death Valley. In California's Death Valley, large rocks move across flat desert surfaces without any human or animal assistance. Known as the sailing stones, they leave long trails etched into the dry mud, indicating movement over long distances. For decades, no one could explain how such massive stones, some weighing hundreds of kilograms, could move independently. Scientists initially proposed winds, earthquakes, or ice formation as possible explanations, yet these theories lacked consistent evidence. Only recently, researchers discovered that a combination of thin ice sheets forming under the stones during cold nights and light winds could move the rocks slowly across the mud surface. Even so, the precise mechanism remains delicate and depends on perfect conditions. The phenomenon is extraordinary because it combines natural forces in ways that were previously underestimated. The sailing stones remind us that even simple elements, ice, wind, and mud, can create movements that appear inexplicable for decades. They are evidence that nature can produce events that seem impossible until carefully studied, highlighting the importance of observation and patience in scientific inquiry. The pyramids' alignment mystery across Egypt. Pyramids are aligned with remarkable precision, some oriented almost perfectly to cardinal points. Scientists have long debated how ancient civilizations achieved such accuracy without modern instruments. Some suggest advanced surveying techniques using stars, water, and simple geometry, while others speculate about lost knowledge or even contact with advanced beings. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for example, is aligned within 0.05 degrees of true north, an achievement that is astounding even by modern standards. Researchers continue to analyze satellite images, ancient texts, and archaeological evidence to determine the methods used. What is striking is that these alignments extend beyond Egypt. Across the world, from Mesoamerica to Asia, ancient structures also display precise astronomical orientation, suggesting that prehistoric people had a deeper understanding of the cosmos than often assumed. The pyramids' alignment mystery is compelling because it challenges assumptions about technological capability, mathematical knowledge, and the sophistication of ancient cultures. It forces scientists to consider that humanity's past may hold knowledge lost to history, waiting to be rediscovered. The Taos Hum Revisited. While the Taos Hum was previously mentioned, it is worth noting that similar phenomena occur worldwide. In places like Bristol in the United Kingdom, Windsor in Canada, and Largs in Scotland, residents report mysterious low-frequency hums that scientists cannot fully explain. Acoustic researchers have explored possible causes including industrial equipment, wind turbulence, and seismic infrasound. Some studies suggest that certain individuals are genetically sensitive to low-frequency sound waves that others cannot perceive. Even with extensive measurements and monitoring, these hums cannot be consistently reproduced or traced to a single source. The global recurrence of these phenomena implies a natural or environmental origin, yet the mystery endures. Such experiences highlight the fact that human perception is intimately connected to environmental factors that science is only beginning to understand. The hums challenge assumptions about sound, perception, and the limits of human hearing. They show that the world still contains subtle phenomena capable of baffling experts, even in modern times. The Baltic Sea anomaly. In 2011, sonar imaging revealed a strange object on the floor of the Baltic Sea. The formation, nicknamed the Baltic Sea anomaly, is circular, flat, and has unusual geometric features that some describe as resembling a crashed spacecraft. The object is approximately 60 meters wide and 8 meters tall, with smooth surfaces and sharp edges unlike typical natural rock formations. Divers and researchers have visited the site, but results have been inconclusive. Some suggest it is a glacial deposit, while others speculate about underwater volcanic activity. The anomaly has captured public imagination because of its unusual appearance, yet science remains cautious, emphasizing that unusual shapes in nature are not necessarily artificial. The Baltic Sea anomaly is an example of how simple exploration can reveal formations that seem mysterious and challenge immediate interpretation. It is a reminder that Earth still holds strange structures that invite further study, pushing the boundaries of underwater geology and exploration. The mystery of ball lightning. Ball lightning is a rare and poorly understood phenomenon where glowing, spherical objects appear during thunderstorms. Witnesses describe them as floating, moving unpredictably, and sometimes passing through walls or windows. Unlike regular lightning, which is brief and linear, ball lightning can last several seconds and vary in size from a few centimeters to several meters. Reports exist worldwide, yet capturing it scientifically is extremely difficult due to its unpredictability. Researchers have proposed several theories, including plasma formation, vaporized silicon, and combustion of air pockets, but none fully explain all observed behaviors. Some accounts even report damage to objects, electrical equipment, and occasional minor injuries. Its very existence was once questioned, but modern high-speed photography and laboratory experiments have confirmed that ball lightning is real, although its formation mechanism remains enigmatic. Scientists continue to debate whether it is a chemical, electrical, or even a quantum phenomenon. The mystery is amplified by the fact that ball lightning does not always appear under identical conditions. Storms, humidity, and temperature seem relevant, yet they cannot fully predict occurrence. For centuries, ball lightning has challenged our understanding of atmospheric physics. It is an example of a natural phenomenon that bridges observation, anecdote, and experimental science, showing that even common elements like air and electricity can produce effects that are not yet fully understood. Ball lightning reminds us that our environment can still produce phenomena that appear almost magical, even when studied with the most advanced scientific tools. The Bimini Road in 1968, underwater explorers off the coast of Bimini Island in the Bahamas discovered a submerged rock formation stretching over 800 meters. Known as the Bimini Road, it consists of large, flat limestone blocks arranged in linear patterns that resemble a road or wall. Some researchers suggest it could be remnants of a man-made structure, potentially linked to the lost civilization of Atlantis, though no definitive evidence confirms this theory. Geologists argue that natural processes, such as beach rock formation and wave action, could create similar patterns, yet the regularity and alignment of the blocks continue to intrigue scientists. The site has been extensively photographed, and underwater surveys have confirmed that the formation is not a modern construction. Carbon dating of surrounding material suggests the rocks are thousands of years old, making human construction theoretically possible. What makes the Bimini Road particularly mysterious is that it appears intentionally arranged, forming straight lines and angular junctions uncommon in natural underwater geology. The debate continues between those advocating a natural explanation and those who propose an ancient human origin. Regardless of its origin, the Bimini Road is a fascinating example of how geological formations can challenge our assumptions. It shows that even in shallow, explored waters, there are features that remain enigmatic, waiting for further study to determine whether they are natural or evidence of ancient civilizations. The lost city of Heracleion. Heracleion was an ancient Egyptian city that sank beneath the Mediterranean Sea over 1,000 years ago. The city remained lost for centuries until its rediscovery in 2000, when underwater archaeologists found temples, statues, and inscriptions perfectly preserved beneath the water. What astonished scientists is how intact many artifacts were despite being submerged for so long. Massive statues of pharaohs and gods rested on the seabed, and some temples remained almost fully upright. Archaeologists have mapped streets, harbors, and city layouts, revealing a thriving metropolis that was once an important trade center. The cause of its submersion is still debated. Theories include earthquakes, soil liquefaction, and rising sea levels. Despite extensive study, many mysteries remain. For example, how were such massive statues transported and installed? And why was the city built in a location susceptible to flooding? The discovery of Heracleion has forced historians and scientists to reconsider our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization, and its engineering capabilities. The city is also a testament to how much history can remain hidden underwater, preserved for millennia. Heraclean illustrates that the Earth still contains submerged worlds, entire civilizations locked beneath oceans, and that technological and scientific study can reveal them in astonishing detail. The mystery is not only what the city looks like today, but also what it can teach us about human history, environmental change, and resilience against natural disasters. The Moai statues of Easter Island, one of the most isolated places on Earth, is famous for its Moai statues, massive stone figures carved between 1250 and 1500 CE. These statues, some weighing over 80 tons, are scattered across the island, often perched on stone platforms called ahu. One of the greatest mysteries is how the islanders transported and erected such enormous structures without modern machinery. Archaeologists propose theories involving log rollers, sledges, or even sophisticated methods of rocking the statues into position, yet no single method has been conclusively proven. Another mystery is why the society undertook such massive construction projects on an island with limited resources. Recent studies suggest the Moai were central to religious and political power, symbolizing ancestors and community cohesion. Some statues are placed inland, while others face the ocean, creating ongoing debates about their symbolic meaning. Soil analysis and deforestation studies indicate that the island's population may have altered the environment dramatically, yet the society thrived long enough to produce hundreds of these colossal monuments. The Moai statues are more than stone. They represent a blend of engineering, culture, and mystery. Even today, scientists continue to study them for clues about human ingenuity, social organization, and the environmental challenges faced by the ancient inhabitants. The Moai remind us that history is full of human achievements that defy simple explanation and reveal the depths of creativity and perseverance. The sailing stones of Death Valley. In California's Death Valley, rocks weighing hundreds of kilograms appear to move across flat desert surfaces, leaving long trails behind. Known as sailing stones, this phenomenon puzzled scientists for decades because no visible force seemed capable of moving such massive stones. Recent studies suggest that thin ice sheets forming under the stones during cold nights, combined with light winds, can move them slowly across mud flats. Yet, the precise mechanism is delicate and depends on very specific environmental conditions. The tracks are often perfectly straight, with occasional curves or intersections suggesting controlled movement rather than random drift. Some stones move meters per day, while others remain stationary for years before shifting. The mystery is enhanced by the fact that observers rarely witness the movement directly, making it difficult to study in real time. The sailing stones demonstrate that even natural phenomena we assume to understand may have hidden complexities. They combine ice, mud, wind, and time into a system that produces seemingly impossible results. For scientists, this is a reminder that observation, patience, and experimentation are crucial to uncovering nature's subtle mechanisms. The sailing stones remain one of the most visually striking and scientifically compelling mysteries of the natural world. The underwater ruins of Yonaguni off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan, divers discovered submerged stone formations resembling terraces, steps, and walls. The Yonaguni monument is composed of massive blocks carved with precision, leading some to speculate that it is a man-made city now underwater. Radiocarbon dating and geological studies suggest the structures could be between 5,000 and 10,000 years old, placing them at a time when sea levels were lower. Skeptics argue that the formations are natural, created by tectonic activity and erosion, yet the straight lines, right angles, and flat surfaces challenge purely natural explanations. Some divers report carvings resembling faces, pillars, and roads. The site has prompted debates among archaeologists, geologists, and historians about the existence of advanced ancient civilizations predating known history. If man-made, The Yonaguni structures could represent evidence of sophisticated engineering thousands of years before similar construction was believed possible. The monument highlights how underwater exploration can uncover hidden history and how natural processes and human activity can intersect to create enduring mysteries. Yonaguni remains a puzzle, blending geology and archaeology and forcing scientists to reevaluate assumptions about early human capabilities. The mysterious Taos hum and global low-frequency sounds across the world. Low-frequency hums have been reported in locations including Taos in New Mexico, Windsor in Canada, and Bristol in the United Kingdom. Known collectively as mysterious hums, these sounds are often low-pitched, steady, and sometimes accompanied by vibrations. Only a fraction of people in each area can perceive them, making study and measurement challenging. Scientists have explored causes including industrial machinery, wind, seismic activity, and atmospheric phenomena, yet none consistently explain the phenomenon. Some researchers suggest a physiological component, proposing that certain individuals are sensitive to infrasound below the typical hearing range. The hums often occur sporadically, further complicating attempts to identify a pattern. Despite modern technology, including sensitive microphones and seismic equipment, the sources remain elusive. The global recurrence of these hums implies a natural or environmental origin, yet the mystery continues to fascinate both researchers and the public. These sounds remind us that Earth is filled with phenomena beyond human perception, revealing a layer of reality that science has not yet fully charted. Mysterious hums are proof that even in familiar environments, subtle forces exist that challenge our understanding and inspire curiosity about the unseen aspects of our world. The discoveries we explored today show that the world is far more mysterious than it appears on the surface. From underwater ruins and ancient cities to inexplicable sounds and signals from deep space, each phenomenon challenges what scientists think they know. Some mysteries may eventually be solved, while others could remain unexplained for centuries, continuing to inspire curiosity and wonder. What is clear is that human exploration and inquiry are never ending. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we do not know. These discoveries remind us to stay humble, to question assumptions, and to embrace the unknown as a vital part of our journey. If these mysteries fascinated you, the next video will take you even deeper into unexplained phenomena that continue to baffle researchers and challenge our understanding of the universe.